Stop. Before you pet your cat again today, I need you to watch this because right now there's a good chance you're doing at least three things on this list. Things that feel completely normal, maybe even loving, that your cat actually experiences as stressful, uncomfortable, or flat out scary. And the worst part, your cat can't tell you in words. All they can do is flinch, freeze, or walk away. And most of us just miss it. So, today we're going through the biggest ways good, well meaning cat owners accidentally hurt their cats, physically and emotionally, without ever realizing it. If even one of these applies to you, don't feel bad. Just fix it starting today. Let's get into it. 1. You're petting them in the wrong spot. Here's one almost everyone gets wrong. You sit down, your cat hops up, and your hand goes straight for that long flowing tail because it's right there. It's soft, and honestly, it feels like the natural place to pet a cat. Except for a lot of cats, the base of the tail is basically an off switch for tolerance. Researchers studying feline reactions to touch found that this area consistently triggered hissing, swatting, or tail swishing, all clear signs of please stop. Compare that to the cheeks, the space between the eyes, and the base of the ears, which lit up with purring and kneading almost every time. Your cat isn't being difficult, you're just petting the wrong zone. And now you know the fix. 2. You're forcing affection on their schedule, not yours. Picture this. You've had a long day, you need a hug, and your cat happens to be sitting right there looking cute. So you scoop them up, they tense, you hold tighter because they'll relax in a second. They don't. This is one of the most common and most invisible ways we hurt our cats emotionally. Cats are wired to be the ones who initiate and end interactions. When we override that, even out of love, we're teaching them that being near us isn't actually safe. It's unpredictable. Over time, that erodes trust instead of building it. The fix isn't to stop loving your cat, it's to let them come find you first. 3. You're staring them down without realizing it. You know that moment when you're just gazing lovingly at your cat across the room? To you, it's affection. To your cat, a long, unblinking stare looks almost identical to what a predator does right before it pounces. It's uncomfortable for them, sometimes even threatening, and can quietly make a cat more anxious around you over time. The fix is almost embarrassingly simple. Blink slowly at them instead. That slow blink is basically the feline version of a smile, and animal behaviorists actually use it to calm down fearful and stressed cats in shelters. Try it tonight and watch what happens. 4. You're ignoring the warning signs. This is the big one, so listen closely. Your cat is talking to you constantly through their ears, their tail, their pupils, their posture, and most of us have simply never learned a language. A flattened ear, a low tail twitch, a tensed body. These are all I'm not okay right now signals that come before the hiss or the swipe. But because we love the interaction, because it feels good to us, we push through those signals instead of respecting them. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Every time you ignore that early warning, your cat learns a little more that their signals don't matter, which makes them more likely to skip straight to biting or scratching next time. Reading the early signs and backing off immediately isn't giving up on your cat. It's the single fastest way to make them trust you more, not less. 5. Your smell is stressing them out more than you think. This one sounds almost too simple to be true, but stick with me. A cat's sense of smell is around 14 times sharper than yours. That means the perfume you love, the scented lotion on your hands, even the faint trace of a strange dog on your jeans can be enough to put your own cat on edge without you ever noticing why they're avoiding you. Cats build trust largely through familiar scent, and unfamiliar or overpowering smells can quietly undo weeks of bonding. If your cat has been oddly distant lately, before you assume something's wrong with them, ask yourself what's changed about how you smell. Number 6. You're skipping play and wondering why they seem bored or anxious. Here's a stat that surprises most people. When researchers gave cats a choice between food, toys, scent, and hanging out with a human, social interaction actually beat food for most cats. But interaction doesn't just mean sitting on the couch together. Cats are hardwired hunters, and without regular play that lets them stalk, chase, and catch something, that instinct doesn't just disappear. It turns into pent up energy, and that energy often comes out as anxiety, destructive scratching, or even aggression toward you or other pets in the house. A few minutes a day with a wand toy isn't a luxury. For a lot of cats, it's basically a pressure release valve you're forgetting to use. Number 7. You're cornering them without meaning to. Think about the last time you tried to give your cat medicine, trim their nails, or just get them to come say hi. Did you loom over them, block the doorway, corner them on the couch so they couldn't escape? To us, it's just proximity. To a cat, being cornered by something much bigger than them with no clear way out is genuinely frightening. It's one of the fastest ways to turn a calm cat into a defensive one. The fix is almost too easy. Get down to their level and always leave them a way out. A cat that knows they can leave is far more likely to choose to stay. Number 8. You're punishing behavior instead of redirecting it. Your cat scratches the couch, so you yell, spray them with water, or tap their nose. It feels like discipline. To your cat, it just feels like the world randomly became scary and unpredictable, because cats don't connect punishment to behavior the way dogs sometimes do. They mostly just learn that you, specifically, are unsafe to be around. That scratching is almost always a natural instinct looking for an outlet, not defiance. Give that instinct somewhere better to go, a proper scratching post in the right spot, and the bad behavior usually fades on its own, without a single ounce of fear involved. Number 9. You're skipping vertical space and high ground. This one's easy to miss because it's not about interaction at all, it's about their environment. Cats feel safest when they have somewhere high up to retreat to, a cat tree, a shelf, the top of a bookcase. Without that vertical space, a lot of cats stay in the low level of stress they can't fully shake, especially in busy households with kids, guests, or other pets. Giving them a few feet of height to claim as their own isn't decoration. For a cat, it's the difference between feeling like prey and feeling like they're in control of their world. Number 10. You're assuming they'll get used to it. And finally, the mistake underneath almost all the others, assuming that if your cat just tolerates something long enough, they'll eventually be fine with it. Sometimes that's true. Often it isn't. It just means the stress moves somewhere you can't see, until it shows up later as a health issue, sudden aggression, or a cat who quietly stopped wanting to be near you at all. Cats don't get over chronic stress the way we assume. They mask it, because in the wild, showing weakness is dangerous. Just because your cat stopped reacting doesn't mean they started liking it. So, if you saw yourself in even 2 or 3 of these, take a breath. This isn't about being a bad cat owner. Almost every single one of us has done these things, myself included, simply because nobody ever taught us how to actually read a cat instead of guessing. The good news is that every single mistake on this list is completely fixable, starting today, with nothing more than a little more attention to what your cat is already telling you. So here's your homework. Pick just one of these 10, apply it this week, and watch how your cat responds. I promise you'll notice a difference faster than you'd expect. Which one surprised you the most? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. And if this video made you see your cat a little differently, do me a favor and hit subscribe, because there's a lot more science-backed cat content coming your way.